Do that again.
Do it again.
You want me to hit him with the...
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
With your soft radio voice.
Welcome back, everyone, to the podcast series from Dirty Pipes. The podcast series worldwide known
Worldwide.
as Piped Up. Welcome, Jeeves. Todd, thanks for being on the show.
Oh, my gosh.
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
It's an honor to be here on your podcast.
Never mind. That's sick.
I'm not going to lie to you. All 20 people that listen to us in Denmark are going to freak out.
Bro, this is sick, dude.
That was the best intro I think we've ever had.
Yeah.
I doubt that.
Denmark,
you
you're
do it,
welcome.
What's that?
I said Denmark, you're welcome.
Denmark. Dinamarca.
Dinamarca. Dang, that's amazing. Well, welcome everybody. We are happy to have Stefan, a.k.a. Brother Lewis, here on the channel today, on the pod. Oh, my God.
Do we need to give him what your nickname is?
Worldwide,
Do you guys know what
wide.
Jeeves' nickname is in my phone?
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, tell him.
2J Jeeves.
Ooh.
He needs a 2J.
Bro, that's sick.
He needs
2J
a
Jeeves is good.
something.
It'll fit
because
on the plate,
2J
too.
Jeeves
Oh,
just
it
goes it goes too hard to not use it.
It's true. Bangs and pops is perfect for you.
It'll fit the plate. That'll be sick.
Oh, my gosh. How do I? Yeah, we're going to do it. We're gonna make it happen
I
somehow.
love that for you.
Some way, shape, or sound. We got Jeeves here. We got Todd.
Hello.
Gabe.
Gabe.
Braden is coming.
Gabriel Jones.
And he's getting a sign.
He's bringing some of our new segment pieces here. Wow, this is amazing. We have been. How long have we planned? How long have we? Oh, sorry, none of this was planned. But how long have we been trying to get this going?
No, it was planned. Give yourself some credit. It
3
was,
months.
It was
Oh, well,
planned.
it was planned as of like
Probably
last
3
week.
months.
I'd say 3 months.
We've been
Yeah.
talking about it for about 3 months.
Yeah. I remember Gabe
That sounds about right.
Gabe brought it up at least 3 months ago.
when we
Yeah.
started the podcast. But
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're good.
When did we start the podcast?
it's actually a really good question. I don't know.
A while ago.
I was so nervous. Like I was actually so nervous to have anybody on. I was on my computer for like 2.5 hours yesterday watching, like I was going through a bunch of like, cause I was like, man, I don't even know what to do. I was like, is there like a way to like be like super professional? Am I supposed to be myself? And I'm like, Stefan doesn't want me to be myself. I was like, I gotta be professional. Dude, I just get, no, I'm glad. But I was literally laying in bed next to Miranda all night watching your videos and watching other
Oh
people's
my
videos
gosh.
on like just like trying to find some like little things.
He thought about this more than his first night of marriage.
He's turning the other way on the computer.
Look at him blushing. He's blushing right now.
It's like,
Jeez, why don't we dig into that?
I was nervous.
Watch me turn this interview around.
Yeah.
About Jeeves.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, were you facing Miranda while you were watching or not?
First night was nervous.
Oh my gosh.
You ever seen an Indian blush? You are
No.
right now.
Yeah, I am. But it was sick, man. Like it was really cool.
Where'd all
First
the
night.
lights go?
Sorry.
How far back did you look?
Oh, I went to the start. Yeah, I went to the start. Yeah, 3 years ago.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
3 years ago. First video.
Like the Tacoma with
Tacoma
the bed,
with
the
the
bed
seats.
pool
The
and
first videos
With the
are
seats.
bad,
yeah.
dude.
the seats
but that
actually. Yeah.
it's weird because I felt like that video was not your first one. That wasn't your first video.
Which one?
The one where they had the seats in the back of your Tacoma and you went through the car wash.
It was my it was my first YouTube video.
But
yeah.
it didn't feel like it. Like it didn't feel like it's like, hey, welcome. Like my name is Stefan. Welcome to my channel. Like
It felt really weird. And granted, I had it was a really natural transition, right? Because the timeline of me getting to YouTube was I worked for a small automotive shop doing photo and video, well, mostly just photo and posting it on social media. And then they're like, hey, do you want to do some video stuff? And I was like, yeah, social media is going more towards video because this was almost a decade ago.
Jeez, you're old.
I know, dude. And so I talked to the owner. I'm like, hey, if you just buy video equipment, I'll learn how to use it. And then that transitioned to working for 8080, just do all behind the camera stuff. And then we were like, hey, how can we take it to the next level? And so it was like, well, we kind of need somebody in front of the camera. And so all of us there that were shooting video started talking on camera more. And then that was also horrible. And then, yeah, the kind of the next transition was YouTube. So I felt more comfortable talking on camera, but just not in that format. Not here's what I'm doing. You know, it was more like, buy this shirt. Which are honestly very different.
You were selling a product for 8080 versus yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the moment that led to you wanting to do it solo? Like, was like, man, I can just do this myself. Like, I want to try it.
I had always kind of like thought that I could. Like, I would talk to the guys at 88 all the time, and I think it was a little bit of like overconfidence, like false confidence, in that like I was at 8080 and I could see like how the videos were performing, and then I had friends that were in the YouTube space, and I'm just like, man, if I just like I think I could do it. If I just bought a car like around this time. This was like right when the Mark V Supra just came out, and so I was like, I think I could do it. Like, if I just bought a car and just went ham with like content, like I really think I could pull it off. Turns out it was a lot more complicated than that.
So what was your first car that you started with?
It was a GTR. Yeah, that was the first one.
Because you had it was between the GTR, the Supra, the Corvette. You did the C8 Corvette. You did the supercharged R8 at Secured Automotive. I was just going through other cars that I was like watching your videos.
Yeah, dude, this is sick.
Yeah, he wasn't lying.
He did his homework.
I wanted to make sure, like, it was cool because I was like, when you look at your page, not trying to divert, but it's like, you looked at your page, you have 132 videos on your YouTube page. Most people that have 132 videos aren't that saucy. You have congratulations on hitting over 200,000 subscribers. You have like 202,000, I think, 203,000, give or take.
Something like that. Yeah.
Crazy. Like, that's crazy. I know, like, the numbers, like, isn't like the entire meaning, but 132 videos, and you have 202,000 subscribers, and you've been on YouTube for 3 years. That's unreal.
Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
It is impressive.
Seriously.
It's just quality videos, I think. I mean, obviously your cinematography is stupid. It's really good.
Thanks, dude.
Stupid.
Yeah. No, and it's a balance. Like, I don't always want to take full credit for that, because I feel like it's I don't know exactly what the split is, but like, I obviously have like friends in the YouTube space. I know James Stradman. He definitely played like an integral role in plugging me into the system. Mm-hmm. A lot of people view that as like, oh, it's just a handout. Like, you just have, a bigger channel. You had like fast growth just because, James, and like that was a huge portion of it. So I don't want to take like full credit, because not everybody has a connection into the system. But it takes so much work. It takes, quality videos. Like, you have to do the legwork, because channels are a dime a dozen where, people like famous YouTubers will give other people shout outs, and then the channels just die. They just go away because they're only there for the bigger YouTuber. They're only there because like, oh, this person's cool, whatever.
Well, yeah, so you're given the opportunity now to to run with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
but I mean, like, I think the cool thing is you had James, you had Luke, like, you had amazing people around you that were awesome role models, and then you captured, James definitely helped you get plugged in a little bit, but you put in the work to maintain those relationships and like gave people even more reason to love you and who you were. So it was like, I mean, the connection is still there, still great friends and whatnot, but it's like, it's cool that you ran with it. And because like you said, most people would have just fallen off because they're like, oh yeah, I got hooked up, and they didn't care about connecting with their audience. They're just like, oh, thank you so much for this hookup. Like, I got 80,000 subs. It's like, I'm good. Yeah. But you kept going. You're just like, no, I'm gonna keep going, keep doing my thing. Like, it was, and I think that's where like it's so authentic. I know personally, I know when I'm watching a video that you've made. First 5 minutes, I already know.
Really?
Yeah, you don't even have to be in it. You could literally, you don't even have to talk. I know.
Your
like,
style.
Yeah, you have such a unique style. I've tried to replicate it on a Canon. Doesn't work. Like, as far as like the camera work, obviously. But yeah, it doesn't work like that. So I feel like there's a lot of work that had to get put in to be like, and I wonder if that was like an internal thing too. If you knew, or it's like, dang, James is like such a homie for like helping me out, like help me get this started. It's almost like returning the favor. It's like, I want to make it worth it, where it's not just like, oh, hey, thank you so much for helping me out. It's like, no, like, I want to put in work too. I want to put my work in and show you that I'm like taking this seriously and willing to build this up to myself and grow my own thing and like return that favor. Does that ever come did you ever think about that when it was first like in the middle of it? Like I guess when it was first getting started, or were you just like you were just gonna hit it? You already knew like, dude, I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of drive to like make it happen. And a big part of that was just because like I always wanted to do something for myself. Like I feel like I'd been creating content for other people for so long, for my entire life. And so there's definitely that drive there. It's like cool, like I finally have like an opportunity, right time, right place. I had like at 8080 I made 3+ videos a week for like 4 or 5 years straight.
Crazy.
That's a lot.
It was insane. And I really think that was like a big part of just like learning how to do something right. They say like repetition is like that's how you really get something like ingrained in your brain, or that's how you really learn like a skill. And so it was just that really like natural transition into like, hey, like I have the groundwork. Now I have like a connection. I have somebody who can help plug me into the system, and like I can do this. So yeah.
One thing I was thinking about, and I wanted to. I'm always fascinated, and we talk about this, right? We talk about people in whatever business capacity they're in, right? Everyone, social media is all about the positive, right? Check this out. Check out my new car. Check out this. Like, I just bought a BMW M3. I got an NSX Gen 1. Like, life is good. Life is sick.
Bro, just shut up, dude.
I got a Jeep Gladiator on 40s.
Dude, 40s, bro. Like,
Sick.
but it's like everyone sees the positive. Like, and don't get me wrong, I still feel like even there's negatives that are also positives. But what are some things on your journey to where you're at right now? What are some of the obstacles that came up? If there's personal obstacles, you don't have to mention it. But what are some of the obstacles that you came up for? This just for people who are wanting to get into YouTube and whatnot. But the reality of the situation. What are realistic? What are things that you went through that you were not expecting? That were like, oh my gosh, like this is a wall. You had to fight through it. What were some of those obstacles you had to overcome?
Two big things like immediately come to mind. One is burnout for sure. Like feeling like you like, and this comes in so many different forms. And I feel like people don't talk about it enough on like social media, but just like the constant pressure of needing to one up yourself every single video. And like that pressure can be like crippling, you're just like you feel like you could just fall off tomorrow. Like if this video doesn't do well, like I am no longer relevant, and I think it's pretty commonly known that like in terms of social media and like honestly anybody's career in like entertainment, if you want to say, kind of has like an arc, where you're building up, you kind of have a peak and then you drop off. So definitely that, just getting exhausted too with like, video ideas, trying not to make the same thing over and over and over again, keep it interesting. But two, definitely like the financial side, because the money's great, but it's a lot more expensive to run, particularly like a car channel, right? Yeah. Like it's really easy to get caught up in like keeping up with the Joneses. You've got big YouTubers like TJ Hunt, Adam LZ. They're buying
Alex Choi.
Yeah, Alex Choi. They're buying R34s. They're converting Huracans to Super Trofeos. Yeah. DDE. Buying a new car every other week, like multi-million-dollar cars. And you're just like, I got this little I'm gonna put a new turbo in.
I got an intake, guys.
Yeah. So that was honestly like a big lesson for me. It was like I felt like I had tried to spend so hard to like just keep like the momentum going, but like a big lesson that I learned over time was just like it doesn't have to be about that. Like I found lots of other examples and other channels that were like people are there for like who they're watching, like for the people, they're there to watch whatever they're doing. Donut Media is a really great example. They've got an awesome group of guys, and they could just swap coilovers on. They have videos about putting coilovers on a car, and it's like, so dope. Yeah, and they just like the people.
I think with
like
your channel and some other channels I watch, it's not necessarily about the cars. It's really the personality. I enjoy watching you. I enjoy your personality. You're good at it. So I think that's the big part of it. The cars are a byproduct of you. So I think if you're buying cars, doing stuff, that's cool. But they're just following your journey, I think, is the big thing.
Yeah.
I've learned, because there's some big channels I can't stand watching. It doesn't matter what they have on there, but it's more them, right? So
Well, I also feel like the hype of buying cars has kind of fallen off a little bit too.
well, for sure, because
It used to be like huge, you know. It's like,
Well,
what's
it's because
new?
they've-
Like, what did you buying? What are you selling? But now it's like,
I think
it's not
people
about
have hit
that.
a ceiling because they're buying supercars now, hypercars. I mean, it's like
But it has to stop.
Where
Like,
do you
what
go?
do you buy? A jet? Like
Yeah,
a fighter jet?
a space shuttle.
Probably.
Right?
I mean, that's the end, right? I don't know what else you can buy after that.
Yeah, go to
Yeah,
the moon.
it's crazy how like that is no longer relevant.
It's
You know,
not,
like
yeah.
posting a video like I bought a new Huracan, I bought a new Lamborghini. People are like, and
Cool.
what are you gonna turn twin turbo it? Otherwise, I don't care. Maybe you'll have my attention then.
Yeah. Yep.
You know. So
It's a
yeah,
constant
definitely.
fight,
Yeah,
yeah.
it definitely comes.
Yeah, so
down
I
to
think
the
people
person.
trying to get in thinking they're just buying new stuff and best stuff, that's not going to be their success.
Yeah,
It's really how they build their personality, their channel, the quality of it.
yeah.
So,
I've been watching a dude that Outdoor Boys, I think is what his name
Yeah.
is on
Dude,
YouTube.
that
dude,
guy
my
He
boys
is
love that.
is
insane.
amazing.
Yeah, insane. And
Did you know he's a lawyer?
is he?
Yeah.
I didn't
a
know.
lawyer.
What is
I
it?
could
What does
see
he
that.
do?
Oh, he
Just
just he literally
videos
picks
with
up a
his
camera.
boys.
Yeah, with his two boys, and they live in Alaska, and they just go out and go in the outdoors. Like I watch this,
he builds like snow.
the snow
yeah, I've
camping.
seen-
Yes,
Crazy.
He like
videos.
barely talks.
Yeah,
it's just like
but those are really fun videos to watch.
so satisfying.
Yeah.
That's why we added snow camping to our list for activities to do in the winter. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I really want it.
Even the like restoration videos.
Restoration videos
like
are
where
fun.
you like fix old stuff.
Yeah, dude. Me and Gabe have gotten on some tangents
so good.
with that, dude.
Because you want to see the end result.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. Dude's like fixing like an old like bread cutter, and you're just like, oh shit.
takes an hour, bro. An hour.
How's he
and
gonna
I'm
get that
not
rust
fast
off?
forwarding.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not fast forwarding.
yeah.
No, I want to see every piece.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway.
And I feel like that's also, going back to you, it's like that's what makes it I feel like at one time, and this is obviously coming from people who don't have an insanely huge following at this moment, but
Please.
yeah, but I know we'll get there. But it's like back in the
it.
day, you just had to post. Like you just posted, and since it was so new, like YouTube is still obviously growing. It's just like you could buy a Huracan, anything you buy, you could be chilling, right? You'd be like, oh, dude, you got a Huracan, or you got an Audi R8 Gen 1, like, dude, it's awesome. But now it's like you're right. It's like, oh, what's he putting in it? Supercharger, twin turbo, is it AMS, or like what are we doing with that? But I watched
even that's pretty common now.
I know. That's the part that's crazy. But I watched your GTR video. Bro, huge. I watched your GTR video and your donk video.
Dude.
Crazy. Crazy. It's like, I got my, I just got my R35. And then your donk video, I had to have been close to like engagement and views to how much your GTR had. And I was like, look at this freaking donk. I was like, it was just this beat up donk. And I was like, what? Crazy.
Sick.
Yeah.
Show him the dunk.
Yeah.
Show 'em the
We'll
donk.
put the picture of the donk, which is still here in Utah, by the way.
Still.
Yeah.
Still here. Do you miss it?
I still have a dream that I'll buy it back one day. No title.
No title.
Still no title.
Just
I
running
think it's
around.
getting like actually like getting a reliable motor in there.
Is
I think
it?
it's like getting an LS in it.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Believe it.
Gabe, I heard you had something interesting to ask Stefan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gabe's been talking about this. Gabe's been talking about this for a minute. Yeah. I want to hear it, dude.
How annoying is it that everyone gets you and Luke confused? Like truthfully,
That's it.
I know it's got to be annoying.
It goes through it's a roller coaster.
The phases.
I think it's
It's funny.
89% really funny. Sometimes it matters. But no, I mean at the end of the day it's not that big of a deal. I mean Jeeves has called me Luke. I don't think Todd has.
Nope.
No, well maybe he did.
No.
Maybe on the phone once.
No.
he's gonna take that to the grave.
People call me Kyle, and those people I don't talk to ever again. So
No.
I actually remember that at the Captivate grand opening. That was the funniest thing. It's like, oh man, Kyle's just right over there, and I was like, Kyle's here.
I know it's got to be annoying. Though.
Yeah.
No, but it's funny because like like I've known Luke literally since high school.
Mm-hmm.
We've been like best friends since high school, and so it's happened like our entire lives, right?
Yeah.
Like just people like, hey, are you two brothers? You two like
Mm-hmm.
you know whatever. I don't think people ever like actually got us mixed up to the point where like they didn't know who was who until it like was on the internet, you know. And then people are like, wait, like I have no idea who these like how to tell these two people apart.
It's probably like funny in normal day-to-day stuff, but like business stuff, when people get confused, is probably the annoying part.
Yeah, I mean, even then, sometimes it's funny. I don't know, like on videos, sometimes they're like, good video, Luke, and you can tell they're like joking and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, like obviously, Luke's my best friend. Like
Yeah.
like
It's not
he,
like
he's a good dude, and I like him, so it doesn't bother me at all to like get mixed up with him.
How would you say having your best friend in high school also being a YouTuber as well? How has that helped like content creation for both of you? Has that been like a pretty huge motivator to have somebody like so close to you being like also on YouTube, and then you can bounce back and forth and do like collabs together and do like go take trips together and go do like fun content?
Yeah, it's been huge because like me and Luke both like have this mentality of just like you just give. Like it's like neither of us ever like, hey, like you owe me, like hey, I need you to come do this, whatever. Like we're both just like always wanting to like give our time. And so it's been like an awesome relationship, and like that's why I'm glad that like, you know, he has a channel, I have a channel, because we can just help each other shoot like constantly or be in each other's videos, or you know, it's like really easy when like a video starts to feel like kind of stale or like kind of boring, or just like, hey, I need you to come over and like be funny for a second, you know.
Luke's
so
a funny
yeah,
guy.
it's been super helpful.
Awesome. That's so rad.
If you never did social media or 80/80, what do you think you'd be doing? Like if you were still in Ogden.
Going back to Florida,
I'm just
meth.
saying,
Dead in a ditch.
let's say you never moved
dead.
from Ogden. What would you be
Ogden is just Florida.
Yeah.
doing? I know.
Yeah, if you're not from Utah, Ogden is like the Florida of Utah.
Florida minus the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minus the weather. Just the ghetto.
I probably, if I was gonna guess, can I guess?
Yeah, please.
If you were not doing like, if I purely just saw you, just who you were, I didn't know anything about you, just saw you, I would think that you worked at like Al's Sporting Goods.
What?
What?
My God.
Because you look like an active guy. You know, you look like a
What department?
That's honestly one of the biggest insults I've
I know.
What? How is
He
that
could have picked
insult?
anything. A firefighter.
No.
Policeman.
What department?
A doctor.
Department?
right?
Yeah, what department?
Snowboarding.
He works
Yeah.
at Al's
That's
not
Sport.
bad.
Outdoor
He's-
snowboarding.
Where is
What?
Al's Sporting Good?
They have one in like Logan.
It's
or
better than
something.
better than Dick's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. All right.
Shouldn't have been that offensive. I think it was that bad.
I was gonna say
No, I'm
you
kidding.
worked for Chippendales, but he's over here at Al's Sporting Good.
He's kissing ass, bro. That's what that was. 100.
I'll take it, dude.
And that's
No, I
great.
believe Todd. I believe him.
He said snowboarding department. That's not. He brought it back a little bit.
Like if I was looking for boots and bindings,
Yeah.
you're my guy.
Oh, dude. I got you.
You're the guy.
You want to ski, dude? I got you.
Hey,
You wanna go
I actually
camping?
have a story about Al's. Like I have
my God.
I have a
I know
personal
it.
story. Yeah, I have a personal. I actually can't go to Al's Sporting Goods at all. At least the one in Orem.
Uh-huh.
I went
Can we
there.
talk about this right now?
Oh yeah, I'll bring it up.
Okay.
dude. Yeah, I'll bring it up.
It's not a children's channel at all.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Never been.
Go
It's
ahead.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I went to an Al Sporting Goods. I was on a conference call, so I had my AirPods in, and I was cooking it to get outfitted for when we went
Timber sledding.
last year, and so I didn't have anything. I had nothing.
This is recent. This isn't like a teenager. This is an adult.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Like I cannot actually show my
I
face.
already
in an
don't
Al's.
think you're joking.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I just want to make sure you know I'm serious.
Serious.
Yeah, because you didn't take my Al's comment very well.
Well, it
offensive.
wasn't
It's
a very
offensive.
good comment.
I thought I was just being honest. So I showed up. I'm looking through, getting like the jackets, getting the pants, like doing all this stuff, like no problem. Asked the gal to help me, younger lady, and I went to go grab. Yeah, I need to try on some pants because I was like, dude, there's no way. I've gotten pretty big over the course of the last couple of years, and that's okay, right? We don't see size.
100%, dude.
So I went to go to. I was like, hey, can I go? I need to go to a changing room, you know? She's like, yeah, no problem. She's like, come over here. Oh,
Oh my God.
sorry.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, he's blowing it out.
Blew the mic.
Remember, you gotta yell like
Yeah,
this.
Braden is here, baby. Braden is here. So I go to the changing rooms. I open the door. She gives me like the little thing. Open the door. I still have my AirPods on. I'm still talking. Like I'm still part of this business meeting. And I thought that she shut the door behind me. And so I'm start stripping down to my, not wearing anything.
butt
right?
is
My
hanging
butt-
out.
my
First off,
buttocks.
why would she close the door? I just want to
I
go
don't
there.
know. I
bum.
literally
This
didn't
is
even
Jeeves.
didn't occur to
Yes.
me. I just thought she was gonna shut the door. So I'm literally just done, pants down, and I could hear it chuckling through my AirPods, through the noise canceling. And I was like, "What the heck?" And I look in the mirror, and no joke, the door is open. And I was like, "Oh!" So I was like, just gonna swing the door open, and my pants are off. Like I'm looking for
Oh,
like
dude,
the other
that's
pair of
sick.
pants. I wasn't wearing underwear.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was. So I turn around and she's just laughing, literally laughing. And I'm like, I kind of had to cover myself up because I had like a jacket on, so I kind of covered myself up, shut the door, and I was like, this isn't even worth it. And so I literally just grabbed I grabbed both pairs of pants. I didn't even return the other pair.
Wait, this is at Al's or Dick's?
This is Al's. This is
It
Al's.
would have made more sense at Dick's.
It would have been much more fitting. at
Except
Dick's.
it was your butthole.
Yeah, it was.
That would have
yeah.
been called thumbs.
Yeah, it was bad. So I literally ran out, and she was on like she was just chuckling, and everyone that was like, I grabbed the pants, and everyone that helped me out was all like chuckling. And
That's
so
amazing.
I'll never show my face at Nals again.
Dude.
Yeah, I still got the pants.
They wouldn't
if you want.
recognize you unless you pulled your pants down.
It's better not to go. Yeah, it's better not to go. Braden, what an interesting segue for
Like
where we're
perfect
at right
timing.
now. Perfect timing.
Is that perfect timing?
It
yeah,
was
it
perfect.
really is.
Yeah, Bryn has some questions. So
Yeah.
I've got a lot of questions.
Braden, get your
Sick.
butt over here. Get on over here.
No, but to answer your question, the
yeah, what
yeah,
you
what
doing?
would I be
Sorry,
doing?
We didn't even
I
do that.
Totally forgot.
no, I just didn't want to make it seem like I just didn't care, like I didn't answer it.
Jeeves sidetracked it with his
so
butt.
Sorry.
Weird.
Yes. Yes.
basically saying you don't have to close the door behind you if you work it out. That's what he said.
yeah, I'd work at Al's.
Yeah, dude.
And I think I'd probably be doing commercial real estate. Just because my older brother's like a huge influence for me, and I've always been like the little brother. It's like, oh, that's cool. What are you doing? Can I do that? You know.
So that's what he does now, right?
Yeah, that's what he does
Yeah.
now.
And
So
he's dope.
I'll probably still do that at some point. Maybe when I'm done with YouTube, but we'll see.
I like it.
Gosh, are you saying that there's an end to YouTube?
Of course.
Can you take your YouTube channel to commercial real estate? Because no one's doing that really. Yeah, a couple people, but
maybe.
not like you. know.
Yeah.
I could see it. There's some ways. Maybe.
You definitely influence it for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway,
Al's is also a great second.
Al's is a great backup.
He
not-
said that he
Or
thinks
Gualberto's,
Al's
I guess.
would work at
Oh,
Al's.
dude, Gualberto's.
Still never been there.
It's not it.
What
No
is
way.
it?
Gualberto's?
It's
What's
it.
Gualberto's?
Beto's?
Yeah,
It is.
exactly. No, Todd would like it though. Actually.
Oh, it's like Beto's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing. Same,
Yeah,
same.
I want to try it.
But a little bit better.
No, they're just all same family.
Yeah.
That's racist.
No, what I'm saying, they're literally, I think a lot of them were all same family. They just split off and started their own.
I could see it.
Are you you want to trade out with Todd or
What? I can't hear you. You're so far from the
do
mic.
you want to trade out with Todd, Braden?
Sure, we can trade out, bro.
That we can ask questions to Stefan.
Yeah.
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 However you guys want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Guys, I'm just happy
he's
to be
ready.
here. Hello.
I'm happy you're here. Welcome.
Sorry about that. Had a little delay.
What were you doing?
Oh,
Yeah. What were you doing?
I forgot the scoreboard to our newest segment that was introduced in the last video to our podcast. Something that I'm really excited about because I'm passionate about this kind of stuff and it's fun.
I'm excited about it too. I was really stoked when you said like that's what we were doing. So, leaderboard is sick.
Especially for someone like you because this is kind of where you've started to build your channel around.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, as of recent, yeah, a lot more track stuff, a lot more sim stuff. So yeah,
Cool.
we can't wait to show you what his Fortnite score was coming up soon.
0.
Did you download it, by the way?
I haven't downloaded it yet. Bro, I've been playing Lethal Company.
I know. Lethal Company's sick. It looks amazing.
That's what I did all last night. Instead of practicing
almost made out with
on
me for that.
on the sim for today, I just played Lethal Company all night.
And
2
so
in the morning.
you played Lethal Company and decided to come over here and embarrass all of us.
Within the second
Hardly.
lap.
What kind of garbage is that?
Hardly.
Do you think if you would have had do you think if you would have done worse, do you think you wouldn't have been stoked to talk about your time? Be honest.
Wait,
let's
if
say,
what?
let's say your time. Let's say your racing score was not very good. Let's say
Uh-huh.
you didn't do very good.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Assuming I know that would never happen, but if it wasn't
Totally
very good, would you be like stoked to talk about it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really?
Well, I just like sim racing. I don't know.
It's fun.
He's a good guy.
And honestly,
He's
like
a good guy.
I'm not even competing against anybody. Like, there's no other times on the board. You know,
No, you're
He
competing.
plays every night though. So
I play a couple times a week.
yeah.
Well, it's like when I play. If I was, for example, right? Let's switch a scenario here. Call of Duty was our,
And you were getting clapped.
and I was getting clapped. I would not be stoked to talk about it because I'm like, dang, dude, I've been playing this game for
But
hours.
there was nobody to do the clapping. You know, it was like me and Todd. We were just
Just cruising.
hanging, dude.
Just cruising. No, you did
you
not
play?
clap you.
That game, the new game.
Oh no, I haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Sim racing.
your new.
I thought we were talking
Favorite
about sim
game.
racing.
I thought you were talking
Sim-
about your new. Never mind. Yeah.
Lethal Company.
I get what you
thought
said.
he was saying he played and got
Oh
clapped. Yeah.
no. Lethal Company. I don't think. I mean, you can be clapped as a group
Yeah.
and individually. Actually,
Yeah. The game can clap.
Yeah, you can be clapped by the game.
Yeah.
But-
Game can clap you.
Yeah, but the goal is to obviously it's just to have fun.
a lot of clappage.
Yeah.
A lot of clappage. I hope you had some time with your PR agent. Get through these questions.
Oh wow.
Do you have
Just
one?
kidding. No.
Yeah.
Wait, do you really?
Chiefs, do you want to be my PR?
Are you serious?
Will you be my PR agent?
I don't even know what that
Jeez.
means, but I'll do it.
Okay, sick. I have one.
Do you know? Oh, you do? Ah, okay, cool. Hey.
You're
up?
good to go, bro. Filters off.
There's only like 20 people in Denmark that watch our video, so
Whoa.
it's kind of been the joke.
You guys start.
And then our
somewhere.
local supporters, we appreciate you guys.
We love you guys.
Denmark.
Man, I had a good question earlier, and then we went off on this tangent, and I forgot it. So, give me 2 seconds. What were you gonna say? We could talk about the racing. Ooh,
Favorite food? What's your favorite food?
Now we're getting to the hard stuff.
Like if you had to eat
Um,
one thing for the rest of your life every day.
Pizza.
Oh, that's a good one.
Any kind of pizza.
Pepperoni pizza.
ooh, okay.
It's fire.
Any particular place that's making it.
Fire question.
Yeah, there's a few. I really like Slab. I think
Slab
is
is good.
probably
It's
my
so
top
good.
my top pizza place.
Really?
It is just
so good.
We should go there after this.
I'm so
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Braden.
I put it at like a 6
Compared to
Ladies
what-
and
compared to
gentlemen,
what?
we brought it up.
What?
compared to everything.
Little Caesars.
I would prefer Domino's over Slab personally.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
I'm out.
It's just the way I like pizza. I just don't like I don't like the style of Slab, but I appreciate those who like that because you like thin crust, so you like that kind of stuff.
Oh, gosh.
I'm assuming
I feel like it's in between regular and thin crust.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so good.
it's good.
I really like that.
Via.
So,
V is good.
I feel like Via is okay. My top 3.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
The pie.
Okay,
Okay.
it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Not in any
good.
not necessarily in any order.
No, this is
the
in order.
pie, Slab, Costco. Costco pizza
Okay, that-
slab.
you lost
Yeah,
me
but
again.
Costco,
Costco's good. I like.
It's cheap. That's why it's good.
it's cheap.
There's a
but
difference
it's-
between
half-
good and then cheap because
Half
it's good.
the taste is in the price.
Yes.
Half the taste is in the
Sure.
price.
Oh my
It's
God,
$1.50.
you're right.
That's how it
You're
goes.
right. It's
Costco's
huge.
giving
Dead
you
serious.
Costco is giving you a grease enema. It is literally just lubing all your tubes because there's so much grease. Like you lift
think
one of
it's
those
part
up
of
and
the
it's
reason
just
why
dripping. That's probably right.
Walking out, I'm lubed up, dude. It's sick.
Literally, your intestines are completely redone. It's perfect.
Dude, they're double wall boxes because otherwise it'd just be like paper and fall right through the box.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The pie for me,
It's fire.
I think it's good. It's not the sauce.
What do you mean?
I would swap it out for Via.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah, I'd swap.
I would too.
Yeah,
I
You
would
can keep
put
the
Via
list, but I
instead
can
of
swap.
Costco.
Yeah.
I think Via over pie, but then pie's still right there though.
Oh, so you keep pie up top.
It'd be no. I think Via. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I would exchange Costco for Via because if food is good, it's worth the price. Like even cheap food, like cheap foods.
That's what rich
Cheap
people
food.
say.
No,
What kind of
No,
chair do you
because
sit
I-
in when you edit videos?
It's not a Toyota Prius chair.
this right here. No, but like I mean, genuinely, right? Because people go pay like $150 for a steak, for example, right?
Can't do that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So, cost. I think if the food is actually really good, I think it's worth it.
But
Yeah.
what are you swapping out though? What's your top three?
but also that can go either way, right?
For
Because
sure.
food can taste better because it's cheap, or you paid a lot of money for it. So in your head, you're like,
Yeah,
wow,
no, that's
this is
true.
good. you
Although
know?
I have been
This-
to,
I don't want to admit that it was too expensive.
I've been to a couple of those restaurants, not on my own dime when I was working in sales. Like, so when we hit like certain tiers, they would take us out to dinner, especially on some of the business trips we did. We went to this place down in Reno. It was like a really nice steakhouse. We had like a tomahawk bison steak. It was super good. The steak was,
Yeah.
but for $400,
Holy gosh.
that was the entire meal. That's between two people. $400. That was like a 5-course meal, right? So that's like, because it's that like bread, salad. Say it.
Quarter of the chair price.
No, really. But just because it was expensive, and even with the vibe, like, sure, that's cool, but I would never go there and do it again, especially on my own dollar.
Yeah,
So I get it.
no, that makes sense.
But like
Yeah.
that's why like Del Taco slaps. It's cheap,
That's how I feel about Guals.
but it's only good at 2 a.m.
Oh.
Have you guys tried Village Baker Pizza?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Village Baker.
Surprisingly, really good.
Really good?
All right.
Their buffalo one was really good. Yep, the buffalo chicken, really good.
Really? You guys ever
Sick.
been to the pizza? What's that? What's the buffet one here in Utah?
Pizza pie?
No, it's
Oh,
CC's. No, that's
no,
Florida.
not CC's.
Yeah.
That's
It was Florida.
what's the one? It's the one that was across the street from Olive Garden and Provo.
I know, I know, I
it's
know.
What is it?
They have a salad bar too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it
Oh,
Pizza
man.
Pie Cafe? But
yeah, I
that's
think it's Pizza
yeah.
Pie Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
yeah, which
it's not
are two
it,
different
but-
things: Pizza Pie and then Pizza Pie Cafe. That's not it, but their dessert pizza for the prize.
Hard to mess that up though.
I know.
A bunch
but
of dough and sauce on it.
it's
Dough
sugar.
and sugar, dude.
Yeah.
Mm,
Give me a bowl of powdered sugar and a spoon. It's just.
Oh yeah.
What's nothing wrong with that?
I do. I get it.
All right, I got a question because I want to segue into one of our other segments of the podcast. I don't know if this has been asked yet, but your channel has been primarily JDM. You're the JDM boy. However, not very many people I feel like know your roots. You had a steezy, if I do say, Beamer back in the day. Was it E30 Coupe?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
E30 Coupe. So is that the reason why you went to the E92,
E92.
E92 for your track car? Or why did you go that route? Because obviously, like, you're primarily a JDM following. That's like how you pushed your channel. It's the hot boy cars. They're fun. So like,
Yeah, I love that car. The E30 is actually the only car that I completely regret selling. I love that car. But that didn't really have much of an influence on like buying the E92. Love the E92 platform. Always wanted one of those. You know, it's the only V8 M3. Super cool car, but yeah, it was mostly just that like I try to fill like different slots on my channel, so I try not to like get too niche down, and maybe that's like to a fault, but like I mean that's why I got the Corvette too in the first place. Is like you know, I've never ventured into any sort of American cars, and so I bought the Corvette just because it would be like out of my element, and it was like this is like a whole new audience, this is a whole new platform for me. I kind of want to learn about it, and I loved it. It was awesome. And so yeah, it was kind of the same thing with like I've just never really had like a big like Euro build on the channel, and so yeah, ended up with the E92.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's also really popular, like online, BMWs in general.
Yeah, I did a lot of research
Yeah.
too, just to like figure out what were popular platforms and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
BMW has a big following.
It's so weird. You could be driving a 328 or a M5, and people still like just look at BMW. It's just a BMW thing. It's weird.
Well,
Yeah.
especially those E92s because they're what 10, 11 years old. now?
They're getting old. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting up there.
Some of them are 2008. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, mine's 11 years old.
crazy.
and they still look good.
They look good. They sound insane. Driving next to this.
You like it? Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's a
So-
unique sound. I mean, the V8's never going to be again. So it's
So
cool.
aside from YouTube, then aside from like, let's put everything that to the side. We're just talking about cars. If you had 3 spots that you had to put cars in for the rest of your life, you can never exchange them. What 3 cars are you having in your garage?
3 cars in a garage. Never exchanged.
Any values or?
No. Let's do this for for conversation, because of where we're all at, let's keep it under 100 grand or 120.
There.
100 grand
I'm
like
not
each
there.
car.
Each car.
200 grand because 100 grand.
Each
is not
car.
the same anymore.
100 grand each car.
Yeah, okay, we can even do 200. I guess it's not the same anymore. But car values have come down. So either way, per car, like whatever.
So you're saying like my reasonable 3-car garage kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's a great way of wording it.
Yeah, forever.
Forever.
Forever, ever.
You can't sell it, even if Gabe tries to entice you to sell it to him for a good price. You can't.
Or-
do it.
Dude gave once. Whatever
Job,
it is.
yeah. Get fired from myself.
I have a folder on my phone of like
No way.
all just like cars that I just love. And also next to like the pizza thing, my equally favorite food is sandwiches. I have a folder on here of pictures of sandwiches that
He's
I
You're
not
kidding me.
joking.
dead serious.
Not joking.
Yeah.
Can we get a little insight?
Let me guess
into
your
that?
top favorite sandwich.
Look at this. It's called Sandwich Dreams.
Oh my god.
Do you have a top favorite sandwich?
Dude, I'm so big. I like pepperoni pizza and like turkey sandwiches.
I was gonna say turkey. Yeah,
But like a fire turkey sandwich or like an Italian sub too is really good.
So would you get like a TBA, like turkey, bacon, avocado, or you like plain turkey?
Yeah, just turkey.
Really?
Yeah.
You a hot sandwich guy or cold?
Cold.
Cold.
Dude, I'm hot.
I
dude.
don't know.
Call
I
it.
like-
Hot
hot
sandwich is the
too,
way to
yeah.
go.
Dude,
Hey, we're
Publix.
split.
Publix
Oh
sandwiches.
my god!
So
Don't even
good.
start. You don't even know, dude.
No, we never went.
Dude, a chicken tender
There's
sub.
one here.
Top. No, there's not.
Yeah, there is.
No.
Yeah, there's a. I literally saw a
No
sign
way.
for it because we talked. I'm gonna look it
No.
up.
It's like saying there's a Wawa here. It's not happening.
No,
Waffle
Wawa's not
House.
here.
None of it.
Gonna put a Wawa in Utah. It's just not the same.
That would be sick.
I mean, we have the equivalent in Belgium. Okay, I'm a little rude.
Garbage house is good though. Yeah.
How do you? Is it? How do you spell it? Because
BLIX.
Yeah,
Dude, chicken tender sub tossed in Buffalo.
oh,
it sounds good.
this is the issue.
Definitely in Florida.
It's Publix, but it's coffee roasters. That's the sign I saw. I didn't see the
Oh.
coffee roasters side.
Respect the vision, though.
Okay.
Subs
I
are
got
good,
it.
though.
Anyway, continue.
So he's got his
continue.
3 cars. 3 cars.
3 cars,
Can't
and then I
sell
want to
them.
hear top 3 sandwiches for the pod.
Okay, top 3 cars. FD RX-7, lifelong dream car. Love just clean RX-7. My RX-7, just love to have that forever.
Current one forever.
Second, gotta have a race car, right?
Agreed.
That one is kind of a split decision. I feel like I'd honestly love another C6 Corvette. I love that car. It's so good.
Z06,
So good.
ZR1, any spec.
Yeah, C5, C6, Z06.
Might have one for sale here coming up.
I love that platform. It is like it's so put in that category, right? Of like old guy cashed out his 401k, he's buying a Corvette, you know, and so people overlook it for that. And so I feel like because of that, it's kind of underrated, like for a lot of people in the car community. That for like a dedicated race car, or I love if you guys ever seen the Z4 GT3s,
Oh yeah.
BMW
yeah.
Z4 GT3s.
I've never seen one.
Those are so sick looking. One of the best cars. They had one at SEMA this year. I think they swapped in like a Mercedes like V10 or I can't remember what it was, but
It's
it
insane.
just looked so good. That would definitely be one of those would be the other slot, and the third for like an off-road build. I've always wanted like a full-size pre-runner style truck.
Ooh, yeah.
Right? Like not even like a new one, but like a mid 2000s like Chevy Silverado,
Oh,
Sick.
you go
like
Silverado.
pre-runner style.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like 07, 08,
Oh,
something like that.
dude, single headlight or cat eye? Cat eye's 06, I think. Yeah, so 07's
okay,
like the
cat
yeah,
eye. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
those better.
yeah. That's sick.
But yeah, just like an older like style pickup, like it has to be full size like that, but like, you know, full like pre-runner suspension, like, yeah.
That's sick. Coming right out of left field. That's cool.
Yeah.
That
I
was
like
definitely
that.
not the
That's my guilty
the
pleasure.
FD I knew.
Yeah.
FD I knew. I was like, he's gonna have a JDM car in there.
Is there okay? Because I think we've talked about this at one time. What is like the trashy, not hot car at all, but like you just deep down love?
Guilty pleasure.
Like, you want me to start to give you like a decent
Okay, yeah,
example?
okay.
So, I personally, you already no.
Oh my gosh.
Shots fired. Oh man. Anyway, guys, it's been great. No.
Bert, have a good day, my man. Good to see
later.
you.
Eventually, we'll get our own studio, but for now, this works.
I love it.
Okay, so guilty pleasure car, like the one that I know is just completely trashy. Anyway, I'll just dive into it. I would love new body or like 2011 and up Escalade on 26-inch wheels, bagged with the Lambo doors, full sub and sound system, black on black with red interior. Like that to me is like one of those cars I just love that kind of like, it's just so different and
Yeah.
against the grain.
You could
but
sell the guy out and get one.
I'm not going to do that. Like that's not right now. That's like if
He doesn't want it, guys. He
I
doesn't want it.
do. I just don't want it that bad. But like that's like my trashy guilty pleasure like car.
It's I can't think of one because it's like I feel like everything that like I would like I would like it, you know, like I don't know if it would feel like like I don't know, it's like a 240 trashy, like an old 240.
No. I mean like something that I mean it definitely can be. Something like that the car community would look at and be like, oh, I don't know.
Like a Scion XB.
Yeah.
Or like a Dodge Challenger or something.
Like you look at like what the K trucks were and like some of those Daihatsu cars. Like nobody gave a crap about them when they came out, but now they're like fire. But like some people, that's all they love. So maybe something that's not genuinely loved by the community, but you love yourself.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a sheep. I don't know. I can't think of anything that's like, yeah, like super trashy. Like
Jeez, what would
the
you do?
trashiest
Yeah.
cars I could think would be like a 240 or like a C10 truck, but I feel like those are pretty well loved by
gross, dude.
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, I have
Yeah.
a Prius, so it is definitely
Oh my
something that
God.
is frowned
I mean,
upon,
that
so
is
I have
it.
one.
That is
right?
it.
Is that's? I mean, I love it, and I don't care. Todd, what were you saying back there? You want to speak up?
I said, do you though love it?
I still have it.
oh wait, I got one.
Ooh.
I got one.
Oh my gosh.
I got one. I just had to look at Gabe's eyes for a minute.
And you knew.
Great.
The most hated 911.
Oh, I
What
hate
is
that.
what
car.
is it?
I absolutely
What's
hate
the
it.
most
Most
hated
hated
911
911?
Is it
generation?
I'm
2001?
I'm literally out.
997?
Oh my god.
Or 996?
Yep.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
996 is the fried egg headlights are
Yeah.
sick.
No, no.
And I feel like most people give me crap for that.
It's not it.
A 996 like GT2.
That
is
goes
just-
back to the food. It tastes
yeah,
good. If it's
GT2?
expensive, it's just good because
Even
it's cheap.
GT3?
It's not it, dude.
Dude, it's sick, dude. They're not even cheap. The
Yeah, should
like
be.
GT2, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
GT2?
How much the GT2
They, I
go
I
for?
like them because they look different. Like the
Yeah.
headlights are like just different. You know,
Okay.
doesn't look like every other.
Can I be
911.
totally real with you right now? Can I ask you something?
Absolutely, please.
Do you think
Oh, I already know where this is going.
the 812 Superfast is a
God,
supercar?
he already knew, dude. He's sucking on that crayon right now.
Yeah, suck on that straw, dog. Yeah, do you think it's a supercar?
Yes.
See, I've come to the conclusion. GT
Oh
supercar.
my
We're already at 52
I'm not
minutes.
switching. A GT supercar, but it is not a true supercar in my eyes at all.
Great segue into the racetrack.
Yeah. I mean, this is where the definition of like, oh, what is a supercar? You know,
No.
comes into play, and I feel like it's too subjective.
It's
Yeah.
way too subjective.
But yeah, for me, like, there is no one rule. You know, it's like trying to think of like what makes a video great. It's like there's too many things that make like a good video. You know, like they can be great in their own way. You can be the outdoor boys. You know,
Sick.
just something that's super low key and like just kind of bland. Or like somebody that's like super high energy. I feel like it's the same because like even with Ferrari, it's like I feel like the 812 is a supercar, but like I can't just say, oh yeah, because all Ferraris are supercar. Because like the California, I don't think it's a supercar. It's lame. You know, it's like they made it for more like mass market, and it's just kind of whatever.
And we agree with that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
California's not a supercar.
I think it is. Yeah.
What? Wait.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
He just likes conflict.
California.
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, it's still Ferrari though. I know, but at the end of the day, it's still a Ferrari. You know,
See,
it's
and
like
this just opens up such like a rabbit hole and fun conversation because then it's like you look at every car brand, right? Like we talked about this a while ago when this first got brought up. Like,
an Audi R8 is though, like first gen, like
no,
Nate's.
of course. I mean, at the time, yeah, you have to look at the car
California was too.
subjectively.
Yeah.
But if you look at it subjectively at the time, like it really, really was. like what it was built for.
I think it's hard to differentiate what you hate versus what, because no one really likes Californias, like in our group at least.
For
Do
sure.
you guys think? I have a question for you. Do you guys think the Maserati Gran Turismo is a supercar?
I think it's like it's more of like a European muscle car.
Okay.
Like, because the same thing with the AMG GT. Like, I love the AMG GT. I would love to buy one.
Yeah.
Do I think it's like a quote unquote supercar? To me, it's not. I
Yeah.
think it's Euro muscle. And that's where the category fits in.
I think a GTR is.
I don't even think a GTR is a
That's where you
supercar.
start to get into supercar, I think.
I don't. They're too mass produced. They ran them for too long. And to be honest with you, like, yeah, they have a race car version, which is cool, but I think just it doesn't have the qualities.
I agree. I don't think a GTR is a supercar. Yeah.
I think it is.
I think they're cool.
Conflicting arguments.
Yeah. Wow. But it's fun.
I want to believe it is a supercar. I really
We're at
do.
50
How it
minutes.
performs and the arrow and stuff.
For sure. 50
Yeah.
minutes. 55. Do we want to jump into the segment?
Yeah,
Right
for
on
sure.
time, baby. Right
Yeah.
on time.
Because I want to respect your time.
I'm
Obviously.
good, dude.
Honestly,
Slab.
I don't care if you have something to go or not. You're in the seat.
Squad.
Dude, I'm good.
I'm just kidding.
Set aside time for you guys. I'm good.
All right. Well,
appreciate it.
speaking of times, we
We're
all
gonna jump
remember the
into
time that Braden thought the Gallardo was fast around the track, that we
Oh,
found MP4 12C was faster.
No, the MP4
I
12C
just,
was
I
a
just,
Oh
I just
my
wanted to, I
God.
just wanted to hear Todd's reaction. That was the only reason why I did that.
It was the 812. It was the
Braden's
812.
Yeah, it was so funny.
It's okay.
I-
I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm okay
Braden, you
with
and
it.
Todd want to switch up there? Or? Just kidding.
Braden, bring us home, baby. Bring us home.
I'm going to bring us home with our newest segment of the podcast, which is our racing sim segment. We got to find a cool name for it. What should we come up with?
Alta View.
We don't even think about it right now. But that's who sponsors it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have a sponsor.
We have a sponsor. Yeah, Alta View Performance.
So we just want to shout out Alta View Performance. If you have Euro, or they also service Toyota, and you can need any aftermarket parts or tunes, these guys are the ones to hit up. They've got access to, I think, to like Dynan and a couple other like really big names, and they're local here in Utah. So we just want to say thank you to them for sponsoring this segment to make this possible. They're the ones that donated the racing rig and have helped me out with a couple other projects. So, yeah.
Sick.
So we're going to jump to that lifestyle segment now, and then we'll come back and talk about your lap time.
Sick.
Braden, give him some banging pop. Dude, the other crowd will be prompt.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like 2 minutes, 2:25.
My best is 129.
Really? You finished the lap?
Yeah.
How long have you done it?
I think I was playing for like 30 minutes. That's where I spit out every time.
Oh, I overslowed so bad on that.
So that's your time.
126.952.
That is
Holy balls. And we're back.
And we're back. All right. So we're trying to keep it pretty standard. This is our first time showing a race and lap time. So we're going to use the same car, same track, same conditions, same settings for everybody because we want it to be consistent and just kind of showcase who can drive. Now, it's not a perfect showcase of who can and can't drive because obviously if you've never raced on a sim before, you could be really good in real life and suck in a sim, and it doesn't always translate. So today, though, Stefan has put the first time on the board. What do you guys think he got?
Stupid.
Well, you guys already all know. So
Leave in the comments. Who are you asking? He didn't have any prep. He didn't even prep for it because we never told him. He was playing Lethal Company, which makes me even more mad.
He does have his own sim rig.
He
though.
has his own sim rig, which
he does have his own sim rig.
but he doesn't play on Assetto Corsa.
And he does race at
Yeah.
UMC, like really.
Yes.
Yeah, he actually races at UMC. So what this really translates into is he knows what a racing line looks like, right? I'm just kidding. Clearly he did. And a few tips and tricks that the average person might not know, right?
Yeah.
Carrying speed through corners, all the technical stuff. So, and go for it.
Well, I was going to say, when I did it before, it was horrible. Then I watched him to see where to brake. Vastly improved.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
He's
So
a
Todd went
teacher.
from off the track 2-minute 30-second best time to watching Stefan, seeing how it kind of goes. Because again, when you're sim racing, and you tell me, but the way I found that it's been, I can do it best is by finding landmarks within the game, kind of like what you'd similarly do in life or real life, from what I've heard, and use that to help you figure out what to do and when to do it on the track. Because your depth perception isn't as good as you would be, if you're actually on a track. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, one of the biggest hurdles with sim racing is just the feel, right? In a car, you can feel quite a bit more, like when you're losing traction and that kind of stuff. And in a sim, you don't have that sensation. So yeah, you definitely have to use what you have inside the game, like tire sound, like the tires will screech a little bit, so you can kind of use that as a mark. But yeah, also landmarks are huge. You're the numbers are obviously really helpful in the braking zones. So you're okay, I know at the Andretti hairpin at Laguna Seca, I need to brake just after the foreboard, and I need to brake all the way through until just past the first apex, and then I like the next turn. It's I brake at the 2 board. And then I do a late downshift at the end of the curbing, or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely using marks like that. I agree.
Are
That's
there
sick.
aspects? And I was thinking about this the last time I was on your sim, and I was when I drove the Porsche, I had the GT3 fancy insane car.
GT3R.
Yeah, it was insane. But I was driving it, and I was okay, this feels like a sim feels. It feels so weird, and I've never obviously driven a real race car, so I don't know what that feels like, but. Is there a part of driving the real car that's easier than being on the sim? Is the sim present a challenge with those technicalities? Not being able to, the depths and the feel of the tires, the sound of the tires. Is it easier? Would you say it's easier driving a real track car than it is to be on the sim?
Yes, it's easier to drive. The blessing and the curse of the sim is that you have also no perception of danger, and you can't really push yourself as hard in a real track car because you can crash. Ask me how I know. Because
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Actually, fetch. Wrong context. Yeah, fetch. I'm so sorry.
Cut it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I mean, so in a sim, you have zero perception of danger. If you crash, it's you hit reset, and so the sim definitely has that advantage. But in real life, it's definitely obviously easier to feel the mechanics of the car and grip and all that.
So you're gonna do it in reverse from what I have done is right. So you started kind of out on the track, and then also having access to some racing sims through Riot and other people, and then then you got the sim, right? I'm kind of working backwards in the sense of I've only had the sim. I've only had couple track experiences, and next year I want to do a lot more. Have you found and I'm just curious because you have worked through the opposite compared to like what I've been doing, is like, have you found through this sim that there's just certain things you can do because you don't have that danger perception that you can push the limit of, that you found out how cars react a little bit differently that's helped you improve in real life? AKA, one of the best examples for me personally was realizing how much speed I can carry through a corner and how much traction I can get with steering just by letting off the throttle. Not having to actually brake into a corner, but by just purely letting off, how much of that front end actually comes down that allows you to then lead into it. So as an example of that, have you found that in sim racing?
Yeah, so I feel like sim racing has helped a ton, and I do wish that I would have done more sim racing before I got out on track, because it helps like in a huge way. Like it's, I think 3 years ago it was a lot more of like an arcade style racing, you know, than it is now. Like now the car feels so real, and I think like some of the biggest things that like the sim teaches is like one, trail braking is huge. Learning how to like brake hard and slowly like release, especially when you can see like the data of like, here's your pedal input, and you can see like the little graph of like, you know, how you're braking and stuff. That helps a lot. It's really easy to translate that to like a real car. And also, and I would argue this is like the biggest thing is reflexes, because obviously the way that the car handles isn't going to be identical, especially because, you know, you're in like a game simulated or simulating a car to be as realistic as possible versus like you're not going to have whatever that car is usually. You know, you're not going to be driving a GT3 Evo, you know, Huracan, whatever. But the reflexes are huge, right? So like when you're coming around a corner, you start to lose it, just like the quick inputs of like being able to catch like a spin and stuff like that. I feel like that's helped a lot, like in real life. So
That's cool.
yeah.
No, it's just cool to see, like, because, you know, again, like, there's always been a separation of, like, video games to real life. And I feel like this is, like, one of those close, like, gray areas where it almost starts to cross over a little bit. Yeah, no, it's really cool. So should we talk, like, show your time?
Put it up.
Put it up, man.
Stefan freaking Lewis, first time officially on the board. Right there at the top.
Gosh, the way that snapped in looks so good.
And I'm not going to tell you my time yet because I want to like make sure we run it raw for the podcast. But that's I've been running this for a year and he beat me.
1:26.952.
Impressive.
That's an insane time.
For Assetto Corsa on
Probably
my
the
Xbox
white
Sim.
monster, dude.
But
Probably right now.
he could tell you. There's anyway.
He's had some skill. I watched Braden do it multiple times, and his times
Yeah.
are always faster.
Are we throwing Todd's up or not yet?
Not yet. Todd needs to do an official time.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
it gives perspective though.
Yeah, let's give Todd.
This was after watching Stefan's run.
After watching Stefan's run.
This is the first time I've ever done a sim.
Ever. And this was after a few laps, you know.
he
Saw
usually
how
drives
Stefan
like
did
this
it.
in the Mav. But
Yeah, it's true.
Got a lot
Todd
of real
did.
life experience, just less sim experience.
Todd did.
still good though.
145, 69, 420.
Yeah, and to give reference for that, like me and Braden were both talking about this at Laguna Seca on a set of course, like just anything pretty much under 2 minutes is ideal. And for Todd, it being like his first time, like 145 is actually really good for like first day sitting down on a.
Can we do a round of applause for Stefan and Todd? Great job. Great job, guys.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this scales up because we're going to bring on a lot of guests, people who are drivers like yourself, you know, at various experiences. And then we're going to have people who just enjoy cars who don't care for that stuff. So we're going to have a wide range of times. It'll be a lot of fun. So I appreciate you doing that and jumping on with us.
Sweet. Yeah,
we,
thanks.
We appreciate you
Inviting
being
me.
here
Yeah,
and being a part of our podcast.
thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Ladies and
awesome.
gentlemen, that is our close. Thank you so much for watching episode 9 featuring Stefan Lewis.
Got
And
so
we look
seductive
forward to
with
watching
that.
you guys and seeing you guys later in the next
Spicy
podcast.
book.
I don't know. Oh, he did something sexual too. Or what? Sorry.
But he's the
He did
guest,
something nice.
though.
It was
Guys, this one's not going up.
And we're canceled.
we love you guys. See you later.
Later. What's for lunch?
Yes.